like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle.
And it's your co-host that does it the most. It's your boy at Rick Masters 23 or Mr. Lee on IG. Y'all already know what time it is. The Pull Up Basketball Podcast shirts, man. I got the sweater on today, the all black with the sleeves. BJ, the host, man, you see him over there with the red shirt. We showing you the merch. We wearing the merch. Yo, man, we got white, the white color too. The tanks, the hoodies, the sweaters. Man, if y'all want to get some of this merchandise, hit up me at B Jizzle in the DMs, man. Yo, we also affiliated with YouTube. So if you want your questions answered, just make sure to leave a little tag up there. We'll get to it quick, man. And become a member. What are y'all missing out on, man? Become a member, man. Get that loyalty badge, man. Get that Clippers badge. Get the interview badge. Y'all already know the deal, man. We keep it rolling, man. We want to bring y'all those monthly prizes. So make sure you become a member. As you see Miss Day Share up there rocking the merch, man. We got all sizes. You know, we going to make sure we got you. Product is good, man. So, hey, man, y'all hit us up. B Jizzle, back to you.
All right, man. Like my man said, make sure y'all get y'all badges, man. Make sure y'all get all y'all merchandise. Hit the like and share subscribe button on the screen. Go to our Cash App, which is $ BJ Matthews, for this great content that we drop every single show and episode, whether it's a live or a video. We always make sure to bring y'all quality content, man, out there, and we want to make sure that we bring y'all the best quality, situation, man. But let's get into the comment section. Welcome to Mrs. Tay. She says, welcome to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Please share this live and subscribe to the channel. Yes, please share the live and subscribe to the channel, as well as support our, information, man. We got Alan NG said, as long as Silver is commissioned, the league will always be soft. So we got his vote. He thinks that it's going to be Adam Silver, who's the weakling. But nonetheless, man, y'all get in here, man. Let me know in the comment section since y'all here. Smash that like button. We're going to drop a poll in a couple of seconds. Who is the better commissioner between Adam Silver and David Stern? Now, for these two, this was Rick's idea, first of all, so I got to give credit to where credit's due. I'm going to let him have the floor first, and I'm going to let him get started. Opening comments, Rick, what do you think about Adam Silver and David Stern? Not really comparing the two, but just kind of what's your opinion on these two gentlemen? Let me hear it.
All right, B Jizzle and everybody, good morning. Everybody in the chat, good morning. That's everyone that's listening in the car, on their phone. Good morning, salute to everyone. Now, BJ, you know me. I'm going to keep it real and I'm going to be transparent. Everybody who's been listening to me on this show for the longest already knows that I'm going to go with David Stern. But I got to be fair. And BJ, you know I like to set the foundation, anything I talk about. I have to be fair to Adam Silver. Now, just a quick repeat. Before I even get into it, BJ, you asked me the question. What was my opinion just looking at the two? Well, based off of things I knew before the things I knew, right? So before research, things like that. Just based off the top of my head. I always loved David Stern because I just felt like in his tenure, which was 30 years from 1984 up to 2014, before Adam Silver became the new commissioner of the NBA, I always thought that, man, this dude, it just seems like he had more control over the league, right? He didn't allow certain things. I mean, hell, Chris Paul was going over to the Lakers at one point, but because the Pelicans, which were the Hornets, because they didn't have a GM or whatever, owner of a team, that fell off into David Stern's hands. So he kept that from happening. He basically potentially kept from these big threes and these people, superstars teaming up, right? He kept a competitive spirit. Me being a biased person in the sense of competitive nature, I appreciated that because I'm like, yes, I don't want to see two superstars just taking over the whole league, right? If you do it organically, fine. But if it's like, kind of like Steph Curry, Green, and Thompson, like that was organic, right? But if you just start putting people together as a competitive person, as a fan, I don't like that. So I appreciate him for that. Also, when it comes to David Stern, we already understand that David Stern did 30 years. And this is what I mean by being fair to Silver here. Silver only been there since 2014 as the commissioner. Now, he was Stern's deputy since 2006. So let me put that out there real quick. He's been around, right? Since 92, he's actually been around. But he became the deputy of Stern since 2006. Now, here's the thing. Stern, you know, he has a nice little resume. So I'm going to set the foundation here. So everybody's listening. He appointed deputy commissioner of the NBA, Russ Granick, who negotiated 4 straight collective bargaining agreements with the NBA players union and lobbied for eligibility changes that directly led to the dream team of 92. So thank you, Stern, for, you know, having that dream team going and the collective bargaining agreements that kept the NBA going at such a time, right? Now, Russ Granick, if some of y'all are thinking, like he said, Russ Granick, understand that that was the deputy before Adam Silver that came in 06. So Adam Silver was around for a minute, but he wasn't commissioner until 2014, and he was Stern's second deputy after Russ Granick, right? So he came into play in 06, but built 28 new arenas. He built 10 since 1999. I'm talking about Stern now. Relocation of 6 NBA franchises: Clippers, Kings, Grizzlies, Hornets, Pelicans, Supersonics, Thunder, and Nets. Now, of course, Hornets, Pelicans, you know, they got the slash, and Supersonics, Thunder. 7 new NBA teams: Bobcats, Pelicans, Heat, Timberwolves, Magic, Grizzlies, and Raptors. Ratification of the NBA dress code. Y'all all remember that. This is when AI and Stern were kind of going back and forth. The removal of hand checking after the 2004 NBA Finals. Established the no tolerance rule in 2006, allowing officials to assign technical fouls on players for complaining about officiating. Instituted the lottery prior to the draft. Instituted a minimum age of 19 to be eligible for the draft beginning in 2005. This led to the proliferation of one-and-done players in college. NBA Finals trophy renamed to the Larry O'Brien Trophy. That was the 3rd commissioner. You know, right now Silver's the 5th, so we know Stern's the 4th. NBA Finals MVP trophy renamed to the Bill Russell NBA Finals Most Valuable Player Award. 4 NBA lockouts: 95, 96, 98, 99, and 2011. FBI affirmed accusations of game fixing involving referee Tim was it Duffney? I can't say his last name. Issued fines on players for flopping. Instituted the 2-3-2 format for the NBA Finals in '85, only to move back to 2-2-1-1-1 format on October 2013 at the behest of his second deputy commissioner, Adam Silver. All right. So why did I say all that about David Stern? Because before I knew all that about David Stern, in which, of course, I was alive around some of those events, obviously, when you work 30 years in the league, BJ, and you have that much power, right? You're the face of the league as the commissioner. It's going to seem like you have a lot of control. But I wanted to touch something that I learned when I was researching. You know that Silver has been around as the deputy, which was basically the person under the commissioner, since 06. So what do I mean? What I'm getting at is that anything from 06 down, so the no tolerance rule, the lottery prior to the draft, the 19 years of age, the NBA trophy being changed around in its name from Larry O'Brien, the lockouts, the game fixing on the refereeing, the flopping, the 2-3-2 formatting, right? All these things happen under the face and term of Stern, but at the same time, that means Silver was right next to him. So knowing that, it's fair to say that since 2006, a lot of those changes in ideas was because of Silver, right? Just like me and you, BJ, just to make it make sense to everybody. You may see BJ up here giving the show, and y'all may like the things that he does, right? But BJ has a team. So basically, I'm his deputy. And so a lot of times y'all may see things, and he gives everybody credit, so I want to make sure I put that out there. But sometimes you may think, man, BJ, I like what he did. But see, maybe some ideas he got from his deputy, he got from Miss Tay, he got from Hope, he got from his team. So I'm going to wrap it up like this, BJ, and let you go. My first initial thought was, when I looked at Silver, was like, man, who is this guy? Right? Like, who? Obviously, I knew he was, I knew he was a deputy and all that, but I didn't get into depth about him. I'm so used to seeing Stern since I was a little boy, So I'm like, who is this guy? And I'm like, man, coming into the position in 2014, February 1st, that's when Silver became commissioner. I was like, man, it just seemed like the NBA just getting away from structure. It's getting away from, these teams are starting to build these super teams all up, and the NBA players are starting to cry and all this kind of stuff. But then I was like, hold on. After I researched, I said, well, hold on. Silver was around since 06 as the deputy, which means a lot of these ideas that David Stern was doing could have been coming from Silver himself. And so then when I keep reading, I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, I appreciate that, Alan. He said I'm more like a Rob, and I appreciate it. At the end of the day, I was like, maybe Adam Silver pulled some cards back in the day. He just wasn't the commissioner at the time. So maybe I was being too hard on him, right? And now, fast forward, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, fast forward, let's look at what Adam Silver did do, even though he probably did some things back from 06. On February 1st, 2014, we know that Adam Silver became the commissioner of the NBA. Okay, previously, before that, he was the protege of David Stern, obviously, as a deputy, worked as the senior vice president of NBA Entertainment, president of special assistant to the commissioner, NBA chief of staff, deputy commissioner under Stern, obviously. Basketball for games now contains Silver's signature of first of the NBA. Silver handpicked Mark Tatum as his deputy commissioner and chief operating officer, first African-American deputy commissioner of the NBA history. All right, so diversity. I like that about Silver. I didn't know that. 3 months into Silver's tenure, he banned Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling from the league for life in response to racist comments made by Sterling during a private telephone conversation with Sterling's girlfriend. Additionally, he fined Sterling $2.5 million, the maximum allowed under the NBA Constitution, and urged owners to vote to expel Sterling from ownership of the Clippers, which they eventually did. Steve Ballmer, the former Microsoft CEO, became the new owner of the Clippers. For all the Clipper fans out there, that's how he came into play. 6 years into Silver's tenure, he announced that the league would suspend operations as a result of Rudy Gobert testing positive for coronavirus. And BJ, I'm going to wrap it up here. At the end of the day, it's as his tenure as official commissioner, everyone. Silver only has 9 years as commissioner. David Stern had 30. So obviously, with that being said, David Stern is going to look like the sure pick when it comes to being a better commissioner. He had more time. I didn't know this before, in my opinion, right? Well, I knew it, but I didn't know it to the extent. But then on top of that, y'all, since 06, Silver's been the deputy, meaning that a lot of these rules that we love today or don't love, he probably had a play in it. So I still rock with David Stern, BJ, because he's the face. I've known him for the longest, but I got to show a little love to Silver now that I know a little bit more about him and I look deeper into his position. He's been around for a long time. But what you think?
All right. Great thoughts, my guy. Thank with the opening comments, man. Definitely always, man. Appreciate what you did with the expounding everything. There's some stuff I even saw that I didn't even know that you told me. So, thank you for that, bro. But nonetheless, man, make sure y'all get them likes up, hit the share, hit the subscribe button as well. All the people in the comments, let me know that y'all are in here. We're talking about the commissioners, David Stern and Adam Silver, comparing and contrasting which player or which commissioner do you guys prefer and which one was better for the NBA. Now, first thing I want to piggyback off of what Rick just closed with. He said that Adam Silver has had 9 years from 2014 to 2023, 2023 we're showing right now, and David Stern had from 1984 to 2014. So that's 30 years to compare to 9. So we have to talk about basically the tenures of both sides. It's kind of hard to get like a full evaluation of a person and compare their career to somebody who had 9. It's the same thing with the whole Michael Jordan. I don't know, LeBron James situation. Like when LeBron James came in about 9 years ago, it was hard for us to really compare between LeBron and Michael Jordan because LeBron ain't played enough basketball yet. It's anybody has to finish their career out or towards the end of their career, and we can make an actually fair evaluation. So I'll keep that in mind as I go into my soliloquy. But I'm just going to talk about basically the two men in general. I grew up watching basketball in the 2000s. Kobe, AI, Ray Allen, Trace McGrady, Vince Carter, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Chris Webber, Dirk Nowitzki, all those great players in the 2000s are what I grew up watching. So I remember vividly how the NBA was back then, not just on the court as the product, but also off the court. So I had David Stern to kind of look at the manual. At that time, it was different from what it is now. Let's start with the dress code, like you said, Rick. NBA players were permitted to have to wear actual real professional gear, suit, tie, dress up in a certain way. Same way these gentlemen are dressed up right now. That's how the NBA players have to be dressed up in David Stern's tenure. It was happening in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s. And if you didn't dress up and follow dress code, you get fined. No questions asked. David Stern also, the product that he put out there, he wanted the NBA to represent it professionally in a way that people can look at it and be like, hey, that's something that I want to follow. That's something I want to, you know what I'm saying? I can look at every single night. But with Adam Silver, who I'm going to go into a minute, it's a little bit different. David Stern also valued the respect of the league. He seemed like he's a man of respect as it is. He was a Jewish man as well. If you know anything about Jewish culture, they take their values and their core values very, very seriously. So David Stern had a very, very imprint on the NBA being respected no matter what the situation was. And you saw that in the players, and if they didn't follow the respect and they didn't follow the policy of the NBA, which is you have to carry yourself a certain way, you have to have a certain dress code. If you get in trouble outside of the league, you will be fined. You will be punished. No questions asked. He did not believe in the whole super team aspect of, he wanted and valued the level of competition to be balanced and even. All those things what David Stern was as a person. So it's not so much of just, he had 30 years to Adam Silver's 9. That's just who David Stern was as a person. So if you had him in for 5 years, for 10 years, for 15 years, his policies will be his policies, no questions asked. Adam Silver, in comparison, is not that type of person. Adam Silver is the complete opposite. Now, like I said with me and Rick, yes, we're best friends. Yes, we are, co-partners. Yes, he's the yin to my yang and vice versa. But we also have differences. Me and Rick have differences as well, which is a good thing because we complement each other. When I lack something, he has it. When he lacks something, I have it. That's usually how it goes when you're in partnership. Usually the partners are a little bit different in certain ways, but they have a common goal. So that's what Adam Silver and David Stern both brought to the table. Like he said, a lot of the same policies that David Stern implemented, Adam Silver could have been right in his ear, saying, hey, maybe we should try this, maybe we should try that. But I think Adam Silver is different in this way. I think Adam Silver is a little bit more about being a little more lenient to the players and making it more of a players' league, more so than David Stern, who was all about policy and about executives running the league. Adam Silver is more open to the players having a voice. You see a lot of players now able to, have a little bit more leeway to their contracts, a little bit more leniency when it comes to even the dress code. You see some of the stuff that people wear now, Russell Westbrook, Donovan Mitchell, regular, like the star players in the NBA, Kyrie Irving, they don't really wear suits like that since, Adam Silver's been in charge. They wear kind of casual, comfortable clothes, and that's really how it is, you know what I mean? So it's nothing wrong with it, but it's a different feel. I mean, I don't think a lot of people could imagine wearing a suit. In today's NBA, wearing a suit every game. I don't think most people could imagine that. It's just not how the NBA is ran. So but I also think Adam Silver, another thing is a difference he has. While it's good that he has a lot of leniency for the players, I think he has to understand that, and I'm going to give it back to you, Rick, after this. He has to understand that you cannot give the players so much power to the point where you can't do your job as the commissioner. Because at the end of the day, players are professionals of what they do, and you're supposed to be a professional at what you do. So don't give up your profession to appease even your employees just to make them happy. At the end of the day, it's going to be about the product and business, because guess what? If the business isn't running properly, if people are watching a product that they're not tuning into, then everybody's going to suffer because nobody's going to make the money and revenue that they need to make to take care of themselves and their families. But I'm going to leave it at that. We'll give it back to you.
BJ, as usual, man, always cooking with the sauce, man. Absolutely. And before I respond to what you just said, BJ, I'm going to respond to Andre real quick. He said, did Stern not really like super teams? because the Heat Celtics super teams were under Stern's watch, which is a fact. Barkley, Pippen, and Olajuwon super team was under Stern too, which is also a fact. Here's where I'm going to rebuttal, Andre. And I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. But here's why I rebuttal. Because of what I said before, and we kind of spoke last night about this just for a little bit, though, and not this particular question that you asked me, but on something else. So we're talking about KD and the OKC Thunder and the Warriors situation, but just to stay on point. Now, the reason why I said David Stern is not really a big fan of super teams, let's get into context here. The Heat and the Celtics, remember we were talking about last night, I'm not mad at LeBron and I'm not mad at KD for doing what they did. What was my point though? Because they stay within the rules of the game, right? If I did my contract, now do I personally biasly, opinionated wise think that it was a weak move? Sure. I'm a competitive person. I think them as men, as basketball players, that was a weak move personally. But was it the wrong move? Should I crucify them? No, because they did their time on their contract and he decided to go to the Heat and play with Wade, and KD decided to go to the team that he should have beat with OKC and played with the Warriors. That was their decision as men. I don't agree with it bias-wise, but they fulfilled their obligation. So we kind of spoke on that a little bit. Now, this is to get back to the point with David Stern. The reason why I feel that David Stern is not a big advocate of a super team is because when there was a chance for Chris Paul to go to Kobe Bryant, he had the power in his hand at that point. Remember, LeBron and KD had the power at that point because they did their contracts. They decided to go to those teams. David Stern had the power, right? Just like when you bring up Olajuwon and them, if you stay within the rules of the game and you fulfill your contract and the GMs and all these owners get their money right, then you as a player fulfilled your obligation. You could do whatever you want to do. That's David Stern can't control that. They're playing within the rules of the game, right? The policies. But now when it was in his hand, he said, no, I'm not going to allow this to get out of hand, right? He has a competitive nature because he had the power at that point. And a lot of people didn't like it. Some people like me, I did like it because the players chose to go play with other great players. They stayed within the rules and the bounds of the contract to do that. But when you gave it over to Stern to make a decision, he said, nah, that I can't, I'm not going to allow that because it was in his hand. So that right there shows me that he also has a competitive spirit as well. He wants to see competitiveness throughout the league. He had control over that. I can't control where KD wants to go once his obligation is done. I can't control where LeBron wants to go when his obligation is done. They did that on their own within the rules of their contracts. That's nothing we can do about that. So I want to make sure with context, I don't want to put that on David Stern. But when it was on David Stern, he said, no, we're not going to allow that. So moving on to what BJ was talking about. BJ basically said that he likes, Stern more than Silver for the most part. And I'm just kind of paraphrasing because it seems like Silver is, he justifies more with the players. Now, BJ, this is what I would say, not necessarily disagreeing because I see exactly why you said that. But this is what I will say. With Silver, you got to think it's kind of like us, BJ. You got people like our fathers, right? They're like in their 60s. So you got people like our dads who literally come from a different time. They seen different things. The way they operate is like, that old man vibe. It's like this is word is law. You already know what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to get too deep. But then you got us where we understand that law. We grew up under that law, but we also understand that their law doesn't really placate in today's era, right? So it ain't really going to roll too well with people in our age group and people under us. Like it's almost foreign, like a different language. So you and I still take parts and schematics and blueprints from the old law from our fathers, but at the same time, it's our foundation. But at the same time, we may not play out the way we are as fathers or friends or things of that nature out here with other people because we know that the old law is not really the same as what's going on today. So with that being said, I feel like because, Silver was the deputy under Stern since 2006, I'm sure he learned a lot from Stern. He saw a lot. He even gave ideas. But I think Silver understands, because he is younger and he kind of grew up around these newer players, that, hey, we're going into a social media age. We're dealing with this. And my point is, Stern came in 84, 85. He came in with Michael Jordan, Olajuwon, all those top names, John Stockton. He came in with a lot of big names, Charles Barkley. He came in with these things. Silver, he comes in, he already got to deal with racism matters. He already got to deal with black power movements, or what is it, Black Lives Matter movements. He already got to come in with just all this nonsense, compared to what David Stern came in with, one of the 4 greatest players of all time. And then Michael Jordan being what he was, bringing airness to Nike and making business deals with Jordan. So what am I saying? Basically, if you switch the names around and the time periods around, we will be saying that Silver was the greatest commissioner, and then David Stern would be the guy that is a little too soft. But I can't, David Stern and Silver can't help when they were born. So that's why I said I want to make sure that I'm fair to Silver by saying he was there in 06, but he can't control that he came into a league where it was so politically correct. That's all I'm saying. So that's all I got to say on that.
Y'all smash the like button. Y'all smash the subscribe. Y'all smash the share button, as well as hit the Cash App. You know what I'm saying, for all this great content that we are dropping. We got a lot of great things we want to, discuss. But Rick pretty much closing that out. We're going to start bringing people in. But I want to say one last thing. That's why I think it's best when we talk about this subject that it's more so not so about who's better, like what is a player, who's a better commissioner, because at the end of the day, it's a job. You're really overseeing the NBA, and enforcing different policies. I look at the people. I look at the two individuals. When I look at Adam Silver for the past 9 years, and I look at David Stern, before, of course he was there before we were born, but the time, in the 2000s, and I look at the product on the court and I look at the product off the court with the players, that's where I'm looking more so towards which one applies to my type of commissioner, my mindset. Like you said with us, our pops, bro, they grew up in the 60s and 70s, so they're not changing for nothing. They don't care what time it is. They're gonna be who they are. They're gonna be what they were taught. They're gonna be the men that they are. So that's where it kind of comes down to. It's you can take any person out there, former environment, they're gonna still be the same person for the most part if they have certain values and stuff like that inside of them. I think there is never an era that where discipline and structure is bad. I think that can apply in any era. I think that you're not too old for that. You're not too young for that. So if you put the discipline, the structure that David Stern, the mindset that he had into the players today in this era, that would be something that they could need. You would see less, in my opinion, players not honoring their contracts, wanting to jump out of different contracts. You would have more players. I think me personally, not getting in trouble off the court as much as they do now, because they understand the consequences, repercussions. Because only time a person's gonna really take heed to the laws and the policies of something is if there's consequences. Let's say, one of us break the law, like we rob a jewelry store or something like that. We don't want to go to prison, be away from our families, our friends. We won't want our freedom taken away from us. So you don't rob a jewelry store. You don't go and rob a gas station. You don't go and rob, X, Y, and Z. You don't do it because you know the repercussions of your actions. A lot of the players today, they're going to not take the policies of Adam Silver as seriously, because I just think as a person he is more lean back and lenient. They're not going to take it seriously because they don't think the repercussions is going to be as deep. So that's all. I think Silver is good for the player empowerment, I guess you can say. More players being able to control their destiny. I think that he's allowed the players to have more of a voice, which is good. But sometimes, players say things, put their foot in their mouths, and they need to be pulled back a little bit. I think sometimes they go a little bit over the top with what they're doing, like sitting out at certain games, and that's another thing, sitting out of games too, and not honoring the fans, and being and playing for the fans who pay hard-earned money to get their tickets. I think it was just a different mindset that David Stern instilled in players, and Adam Silver has a different mindset he instills in players. My opinion, I choose David Stern for that specific reason, but we'll see what happens, man. Down the line, things may change with him. He gets a little older. He may say, you know what, there's some things I want to tweak around, and here we go. But let's go and take a 2-minute break, and yeah, I'm gonna drop the link, and I want y'all to come in here, man, and really expound on what y'all think about this subject, man, because I think that it's a lot of stuff we can all dissect from this. So let's give about 2.5 minutes, go get a drink of water or whatever, and go to the restroom, what y'all gotta do, and then we'll be back in 2.5 minutes. All right. Alright, so that video right there we play at every single break of each of our lives and shows, well, most of them. That was the membership video. Those explain in detail how you guys can get your membership badges. As y'all can see at the bottom of the screen, those are all the people that have their membership badges at this point. We're going to continuously promote every single show because, again, this is something that is not just benefit for us as the Pull-Up family, but we also want to give back to the people 110-fold. All the badges that we offer are great incentives for what y'all can get as far as free cash for our monthly prizes, free merchandise, interview access to some of our best interviews. We have another interview coming up very, very soon with another professional basketball player very soon. So make sure y'all, be on the lookout for that. And also, we want to also give, support to the people who actually has been with us since the beginning. But with that being said, bro, hit the like button, hit the share, subscribe. Comment section, let me know that y'all are in here. Shout out to Alan NG for the $1.99 donation. He said BJ for commish. Man, appreciate you, brother, for that, man. Thank you for that. Thanks for the donation as well. Mrs. Davis, appreciate you coming in here. you got to start being more involved in the monthly prizes, because I know you're a member, but you missed last time. I need you to start coming back more. Drop your email so we can get and hold a touch of you as well, Mrs. Davis. But until then, man, make sure y'all come in here, man. Hit the link and let's get into it, man. Who would y'all prefer as your commissioner, David Stern or Adam Silver? Which one are y'all taking, David Stern or Adam Silver, for y'all NBA personally? Who would y'all take? All right, Rick, you want to add anything right now before we let the people come in?
I was gonna just add on to what you just said, man. Yo, Miss Davis, I'm telling you, you missed the fun one last time because we did the quiz. We did like a Quizlet. We had it tournament based style, and I think the members really had a good time. Even the chat was trying to join in. That's how much fun it was. So, Miss Davis, you really got to start showing up, man. We giving out these prizes. We like to show y'all appreciation. Just a quick shout out, real quick. Thomas Talented, Sean, and y'all know him as Sean, Hope Davison, Miss Davis, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show up, man. We be having too much fun. OC Love, Rhonda Flores, Tuna in Sports, David R, Andre 76, Bubba, Bruce Mauro, myself, and Miss Tay. All right. So those are all the members, man. Look, y'all already know that Clippers badge. BJ be putting out the Clippers information. Congrats to my brother again. You know what I'm saying? He is officially a part of the NBA family. So salute to you, my brother. I'm really proud of you. Congrats again to that. But just segueing into the, Clippers badge. He's putting up videos 3 or 4 times a week just about that alone. So, if y'all like that, he's going to get that out to y'all. Of course, we put your name down here on the tickers. You are qualified to be in these contests we have at the end of the month. Also, if you get the loyalty badge, same thing. You qualify for the contest. We get your ticker up here. We shout you out, members appreciation night, all that good stuff. And obviously, if you get the interview badge, you can ask some questions to some of the big names we had up here, and we bring them on. Rob Parker, Ryan, man, you know what I'm saying? We had Rick Barry, you know what I'm saying? We had Coach Kerr. Don't miss out, people, man. We want to make sure that even though this is a barbershop style podcast, man, we want to hear y'all's opinions at the same time. We also want to make sure we are giving back to y'all. So that's all I got to say, B Jizzle.
All right, man. OC Love. Y'all come in here, man. Let me know what y'all got, man. Hit that like button, hit the share, subscribe, and hit the Cash App, and hit the, what I'm saying, super stickers and super comments that are in here, man. But if y'all want to come in here, I'll drop the link for y'all, man. Come in here and let me sell what y'all got, bro. And none percent say David Stern and 12% say Adam Silver.
Okay.
So that's a huge disparity.
All right, BJ logging back in. So we saw the votes. Like I was saying during my, my soliloquy, man, opening up. I just feel like, hey, David Stern has been around a lot longer. So obviously he's gonna accomplish more. But of course, Adam Silver's been there since 06 as the deputy. But Bruce, go ahead and tell us what you think, man. Which commissioner is better? And then good morning to your brother.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, BJ. I hope you guys are good. I hope your family are good. I hope you guys are having a great weekend.
Good morning. Thank you, brother. Same to you.
Yeah. So I am old school. I'm old and old school. So David Stern is the guy for me. I'm from a military family. I want a stern kind of guy. So David Stern was the guy for me, was the right commissioner for me. And I think Adam Silver is too mellow. He's too mellow with the players. I'm not saying that players cannot do what they want for themselves or their family, but there's too much. It's like a free flowing that's going crazy, like James Harden. Like, I want to play this year here, next year. Let me try to play over there. And players want to hold out like willy-nilly, like crazy. If David Stern was there, there would be more. Because when you hear the old players, they will say, "Oh, I don't want to go to Stern office." Do we hear the same thing about Adam Silver office? They're not scared of Adam Silver, but I'm not saying that the people should be scared, but you should be. You should respect the commissioner. I don't think they respect the commissioner. I mean, they like what he does. I mean, they admire some of the stuff that he did, especially with Sterling, but I don't think they respect the commissioner. I mean, they used to be some kind of like a level of, a level of decency or class. Like a player like what's the guy in Washington walking in the locker room wearing those flappy things? Kuzma. Man, I don't want to see that. I don't care. That's not fashion. So, to me, David Stern all the way.
Strong points by Bruce as usual. Strong points by Bruce as usual. Make sure y'all smash that like button. We got over 15 people in here. We should have over 15. I'm serious about that. Get them likes up, y'all. Get them likes up. Thank you, Bruce, for that soliloquy. Let's go to our man OC Love, man. Who do you prefer as Commissioner, Adam Silver and David Stern? And tell us why. Let's get into it.
First of all, salute everybody. But
Hello.
yeah, if you ask me though, I think as far as the team, not far as the league and everything, I think I go with David Stern. I think David Stern was a much better commissioner for the product. But as far as letting the players, develop and do what they want, I think, obviously Silver has been, allowing players to go and get whatever team they want. I think it's been more convenient for the players under Silver, but I'm like Bruce said, I'm an old school man. I like Stern. I want somebody that's gonna rule like a father would. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. I think Silver lets the players get away with too much.
Okay. Let me let Rick expound on that. What you got to what Bruce and OC said.
Bruce, were you about to say something?
I was gonna say before I forget, David Stern is like the butt whooping. Adam Silver is like go stand in the corner. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, you know what? I'm actually gonna expound from there. I like how Bruce said that. That was perfect. Old school parents slap the hell out of you. You don't even have to have a reason. You just look at them wrong, slap. You had a dream about cussing them out, slap. It's just they don't care. You gonna know that their word is law. You gonna have reference for them. They don't care how you feel, what you think. If you in this house, this how we conduct ourselves. When you get your own house, you can do whatever you want to do. But long as you in this one, you get popped in your head. So I definitely understand what Bruce was saying when he said that. And I can honestly, even after all the research, I can honestly see what you guys are saying, right? The only thing, and this goes for Bruce or OC, whoever wants to go, the only thing I want to ask you though, do you think if these two gentlemen, and God rest his soul, Mr. David Stern, he's not here with us, died January 1st, 2020, do you think that it's just, how it played out? Because let's say Adam Silver was the one born and the commissioner at that time, and then Stern was under him. Would we then be saying that Silver would be a better commissioner? Or do you think it's really just their personalities? And even back then, if Silver was the commissioner when Stern was in his position, basically just role reversing, do you think the NBA would be quote unquote, the players didn't have as much reverence for, Silver as they did for Stern? Like, do you think basically, is it more of a personality thing or is it a time thing?
I think Adam Silver seems like to me a pushover. I don't know if it's the glasses or the way he looks, but I think he's like a pushover. It's like Stern was like, he cares about the future of the league. Like, where is the league gonna be in 20 years? Adam Silver is more like, which is can be a good thing, is more like the future of the players. What they're gonna, what how much they're gonna get or whatever. It seems like he wants to be liked. Like
Yep.
when you're in school, there's always somebody who wants to be part of the hip crowd. I think that's Adam Silver. Stern doesn't care. If that's the rule, yeah, that has to be the rule. Adam Silver wants to bend the rule to please the players. To me, that's not the right way. And the league is suffering, and that's why we're seeing a lot of bad products right now. And USA, I'm sorry to say this, USA is suffering from it too. The last couple times we go outside of the US, American players are embarrassing themselves.
Right. I think Stern just cared about the product more. I think Silver cares about, like being in a partnership with the players more so. You know what I mean? Like, of course he's in charge of the league, but I think he really cares about, not pissing people off as much. You know what I mean? I think he wants to rule with, like a partnership. He don't want to be like disliked. You know what I mean? I think he likes being liked. And Stern didn't care. Like you said earlier, he was like a father that didn't care, man. Hey, it's my way or the highway. And I think I like that better for the product. For the product to be the best it's going to be, you need somebody that's going to be stern about it.
Players like Harden and KD would be suspended for those requests.
Yeah, Stern wouldn't be allowing this to happen. Him flip-flopping to every team and he giving up on teams like that. Stern wouldn't allow that. I don't think.
Yo, Land_216 in the chat. What do you mean Silver brought the money, Stern did? You expound on that. Hop up here with us, man. I want to hear your thoughts on that.
Stern is the one that grew the league to what it is today.
I think it's more so about the structure for me. I think the structure really in the NBA has gone down, and I think the order has gone down. And we talked about this many times. I'm like, if I look at the NBA, how many players off the court are acting out as much as on the court? I look at just the product here in the States more than anything. And Bruce brought up a good point with the American play. Yeah, I think the players today are a little bit more coddled than they were in the 90s and 2000s. Now, you may attribute to that we have more things and more luxuries now, which is why comfortable in human nature, you're going to get more comfortable. But like I said yesterday, and we talked about a little bit, Rick was on, there has been a level of competitive edge that we've lost in the NBA, and it's not so much just about dribbling the basketball. I just think about us as people in general. I think the structure overseas has enhanced them when it comes to this FIBA and this World Cup play. That's why they're catching up to us at a rapid rate. We just lost again to Canada a few hours ago. Dylan Brooks had 39 points. And these players over here, man, and people say, oh, let's just send our best players. I looked at the roster. I'm like, this is not a bad roster, in my opinion. The only thing that what me and Rick talked about before the show we lack is really big men play, like a lot of centers, a lot of big men. We going on to this heavy guard league, wing league, but no bigs. When we were taught to play basketball, you go through the big man, but they have completely, obsoletely just took that out of basketball right now. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of this has to do. It's a lot of things that we have to talk about, man, because it draws back to me a little bit with the commissioners as well. And I think
is Miles Turner.
No, go ahead, Bruce.
Is Miles Turner a center?
Miles Turner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a center. Well,
so he didn't want to play?
Power forward center. Yeah,
power
forward center. we don't really have true centers anymore. Like we got Jokic, Embiid, Ayton, Sabonis, Karl Anthony Towns, all of them dudes, Jonas Valanciunas, they're all foreigners.
Yeah, I was
They're all
going to say that.
foreigners. Where the bigs at? Where the centers at?
They all want to be Steph Curry.
Yep, they all want to be guards. Look at AD. He don't want to play out. He don't want to play in the paint and bang.
He said.
And that's so.
He said MF's making $60 million. Players got control. Stern let Rodman do whatever. See, I don't even think it's the money part.
No, it's not the money
Because
part.
I just think. Go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead, BJ. You say you just think what? I go after you. You say you just think what? No, go ahead, BJ. You say you just think what? I go after you.
I think again it goes just you can put the money in a person, but the person gonna still be who they are. A lot of times you have to actually put structure and rules to enforce your policies. That's just what it is. If you do not put that and the parameters and that discipline in your product, which David Stern at the time had an obligation to make sure the NBA was a respectable product, which he did with the dress code, with the rules, with the policies, with all that goes into one. If you do not put those things in place, players who do make money, I don't care how much it is, they're going to run over your product. And I think that's the biggest difference between David Stern and Adam Silver as people. I think Adam Silver wants to be liked. David Stern wanted to be respected.
Can I respond to Len real quick?
Go ahead, Bruce.
Len is incorrect. When David Stern became the NBA, the commissioner of the NBA was losing money. Okay, yeah. So David Stern built what the NBA is now. Okay, yes. So saying that the NBA was wilding when Stern was commissioner is incorrect. Because of David Stern, there's NBA in Africa, NBA in Europe. Okay, it was with David Stern that all those players you see now is because of David Stern. Okay. David Stern opened the NBA for other players, international players, to come play with the NBA. So that's so wrong saying that we are losing money with David Stern. The NBA is making money mostly because of David Stern.
I agree.
That's correct. David Stern is the one who started the trend. It was only a matter of time before the money would have been made, but he started the trend already. All Adam Silver had to do was just not mess it up. So yeah, Bruce is correct. They were already on the trend to making millions and having big contracts.
Yeah, David Stern, he kind of molded the product we have today, and Jordan got him the eyes that he needed to see the product, and made the league global the way it is now.
Yeah. My bad, Rick. Go ahead.
No. Matter of fact, I mean, I'm not even going to repeat what everybody just said. I was going to touch on some of that, so I appreciate that. But just to add to what everybody is saying, also keep in mind, David Stern is the reason why the NBA got cleaned up. What do I mean? 84, 85, you all heard the jokes. It was a crackhead league. Remember, at that time period, you had the CBA and you had the NBA, right? So there was competition on some of the greatest players playing in different leagues. Dr. J being one, he was over there in the CBA. And so with Mr. David Stern, coming not now, granted, that was the 70s, but David Stern, he saw this. He was around back then. He saw this. And in order to make the NBA a better product, like everybody is saying, he pretty much came into partnership with the players, letting them have a small percentage and a piece of the NBA. So let's dumb this down here. If I'm working a 9 to 5, it doesn't matter if I was working the 9 to 5 where I work now back in the 70s or in 2023. If I'm making 5% of 100,000, but then the person back then or the CEO back then made a contract with the businesses and allowed the workers back then, and I was a person that was from back then, was making 5%, then the new guy that comes into play, and I'm still working there 20 years later, he basically is benefiting from what my old CEO did from back in the day when I was there. I'm still making 5%, but now I'm just getting endorsements. Now I'm getting more opportunities to work with different networks. But see, we didn't have that back in the day. So you're still getting a 5% of your salary or whatever they make as a whole with the CBA agreements and all that. But at the end of the day, it's just revenuing more money because David Stern got rid of the crack issues. And how did he get rid of it? The first thing he did was say, hey, if you are on, substances, if you basically come forward the first time, we'll get you treatment and we'll still pay your salary. That was the first thing he did. He said the second strike, and this is what OC Love and Bruce is talking about. He set structure. He said the second strike is if you come forward again, if you do it a second time, we're going to, still get your treatment, but we're not going to pay your salary. And then he said the third time, we're just going to kick you out the league. And that's what they mean by structure. So he was still in a sense, and I love how OC said this, he was like a father, right? He just didn't want to straight destroy you, but he had to put up structure. So a lot of stuff that we see today and what we love today as far as a product definitely was because of David Stern. And when you talk about Dennis Rodman, here's the thing about Rodman. He was a necessary evil. Why do I say that? And he's not evil, but just what I mean by using that phrase. At the end of the day, Rodman was a champion before he even went to the Bulls, right? We know that Rodman does listen to people. Why do I say that? Because when he was over there with Isaiah, point guard, I know there's a couple of Isaiahs in the league, but the Detroit Isaiah, basically that was his guy, that was his mentor, right? So we know that Dennis Rodman does listen to people. We know that Dennis Rodman was quote unquote a normal guy at one point. He just had a terrible upbringing, right? He has his own demons, as people would say. But when he got over to the Bulls and he was in San Antonio and caused all that commotion, at the end of the day, the NBA is about entertainment. It's a business. So I'm very sure if you just got one Dennis Rodman just doing, and he's not like breaking laws now. He's not out here breaking laws. He's not doing gun charges. He's just doing stuff like going to, Vegas to go sleep with people and go party and gamble. Then he'll come back before a game, but he still won a championship. You see what I'm saying? But he's not breaking the law. So at the end of the day, it's one of those things where, yeah, he was wilding, but he's not messing with the bottom line. So, you got to look at things in perspective too.
Right. Like say what you want about Rodman. He was always dedicated to his craft when he was in the league. Like maybe at the end, like when he was with the Lakers, he was wilding a little bit too much. But for the most part in his career, even after he partied, he would come and be completely dedicated in his craft.
Facts. Let's get to Mingle Jester. What's good, Mingle? What you got with this commissioner? Who would you prefer, David Stern or Adam Silver? And tell us why. Let's get into it.
Well, for me, I'm gonna say David Stern on the strength of what he did with the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, even though Adam Silver is okay and or whatever, but to me, with Adam Silver, the NBA don't have any direction with Adam Silver. Like, you don't know where the NBA is going. Like, yeah, they got a lot of talent. They got a lot of talented players and all that good stuff. But to me, today, it seems like the NBA don't have any direction, in my opinion. But back when back when David Stern was in control, you can see that the NBA had a clear direction of where it was going and all the good stuff that was happening in the NBA. But I will say this now: the parity in the NBA today is good for the NBA. I think with all the multiple teams, different teams winning the championships and all that good stuff. Okay, I can see that. I can get with that. But as far as like where the NBA is going, I don't know where the NBA is going right now. Because LeBron about to retire. All the players that they was leaning on back then is about to retire, like LeBron, Steph Curry, all these guys. They about to get up out of there. Who you gonna go to next? Is the point I'm making. Who next? Giannis, Jokic. Who next? Like Giannis, Victor Wembanyama. Like who next? So I don't know. But I just think David Stern had a better control of the league and better control of the players and better control of what was happening in the league more than Adam Silver. And I mean, I heard y'all speaking about Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was a character, man. Dude was doing all kind of stuff. I'm gonna say that dude was doing all types of stuff, man. But he did get the job done too now. And people got to realize Dennis Rodman came in the league with the Detroit Pistons. He did most of his stuff with the Detroit Pistons. He got most of his accolades and stuff with the Detroit Pistons. He already had 2 rings before he joined the Bulls and all these other teams. So, I mean, yeah, he was a character. I mean, even when the Bulls were trying to get Dennis Rodman, went to Jordan them and asked Jordan them, you know what I'm saying, did y'all want him on the team? Or they talked to Jordan them first to ask them did they want him on the team, and then they brought him in. You know, because they wanted to make sure that he was ready for all the stuff that was going on. But regardless of that, I'm taking David Stern because, like I said, with David Stern, they had a better direction, and the NBA had a better direction, and you can clearly see what was happening with the NBA. But now it's up in the air, especially with LeBron them on the way out. You don't know what's about to happen now. Let's see what happens.
All great points from all y'all gentlemen, man. As y'all come in here, smash the like button, the share, the subscribe. Everybody that comes in here, we should have over 15 likes right now, man. Smash them likes, get them likes up. Hit the Cash App for this great content that we're dropping. I want to say this one last thing because I do want to get into the USA losing to Canada because we talked about this yesterday. They just lost again a few hours ago. But let me make this comparison. I want to see if y'all think I'm, correct or not. Me personally, the best way to look at this situation between Stern and Silver, I think Adam Silver is the commissioner's version of LeBron, and David Stern's the commissioner. Michael Jordan's the commissioner. David Stern. I think that's the comparison we can compare him to. I'm gonna tell you why. Adam Silver, for all this stuff that you guys just said, he's more of the, let's be more collective. Let's get all, everybody on one page as far as getting along. Let's appease, the masses, good guy, but he can be a little bit too lenient, not really enforceful with his policies unless he has to or unless he's, forced to. Players at times demanding things from the commissioner that they probably wouldn't do with David Stern, but they can get away with Adam Silver because just of his aura and his, personality. The same thing with LeBron James. Great NBA player, talent, one of the top 5 greatest players of all time, has all gifts and tools to be who he is. But what do we continuously keep saying with LeBron James? It's the mentality. And I don't think that will ever change with a person like LeBron James because that's just who he is. Doesn't make him bad, doesn't make him worse, or whatever. It just makes him different. David Stern, of course, we know what he is. He is more like his name, Stern, with his rules, his policies. You're not coming into the arena just wearing anything. You're not coming into the arena disrespecting my league. You will know in detail what I'm about very, very, early and often. Same with Michael Jordan. His mentality was no one on the court can outdo me. You cannot get in my head. This, that, and the other. That is the comparison I see with David Stern and Adam Silver, as in a nutshell, and that's pretty much as simple as I'll put it.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's a nice point.
So, but I want to talk a little bit about the USA losing to Canada.
They trash. I'm just
But are they really trash though? Like,
yeah, they didn't even get a medal. They didn't even get a medal.
They didn't get a
didn't
medal.
even
But why didn't they get a medal?
Because they was trying.
Defense and big man, like you said, BJ. Like a defense and big man.
Yeah, big man, but yeah, that's that defense. But I think again, structure. I think discipline, team play, all
And it
those
was,
aspects. I just think the talent we have, the talent is all there. You got Anthony Edwards, you got Jaren Jackson, Defensive Player of the Year. You got Jalen Brunson, who's one of the top guards in the NBA. You got Tyrese Halliburton, one of the top young guards in the NBA. These players in the NBA are higher than the guys on these overseas teams. Dennis Schroeder just won the MVP for the overseas league in the FIBA.
but it's
Germany.
structured like
Can
you
y'all
said, though.
name their start? It's structured, but when people say we gotta send our best, I'm like, bro, we have the talent as much as anybody in the whole FIBA. So what is going on? What is the problem?
Yeah,
What
but
is really going on?
I think it also there's no veteran leadership on that team. You know what I mean?
But you
Nobody.
gotta understand something though. See, you just said that Dennis Schroeder in Germany won. You know, Dennis Schroeder won league MVP, but you got to understand something. And can we name anybody else on the team? Only reason why we know the players on our team is because it's our team. They play for the NBA. Everybody watch the NBA. Nobody don't watch the Germany team. That's the only reason why we know the players from Team USA. I guarantee the Germany people know the players on their team, or Greece know the players on their team, or you see what I'm saying?
I have a question.
But do we not have the? I'm gonna go. My bad, Bruce. Do we have the best players in the world?
I wouldn't say we got the best, but we still had a good enough team to at least get a medal.
Absolutely.
No.
They should at least
Come on,
got a medal.
Come on. Is Brunson the best starting point guard for the US?
I just said no. We didn't have the best players, but we still had a good enough team to win a medal. Not the gold, maybe, but at least a bronze, maybe a silver.
No, man. We cannot win a chocolate medal with that team. Come on, man.
Oh, Lord. He said a chocolate medal.
Josh Hart is starting. Josh Hart is starting. Come on, man. Really? Josh Hart.
Josh Hart ain't that bad of a player, man. Y'all acting like Josh Hart is just
He's
trash.
not a bad player, but he's not an Olympic player.
Josh Hart. You talking like you
He's not an Olympic player. He's not. He's not an Olympic player. He's not an Olympic player. What?
I bet you can't beat him. You're talking like you can beat him.
What are we talking about? Of course, I cannot beat the players on the bench. I cannot beat a junior player.
Make it seem like they're not good. These are some of the best players in the world. What are we talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the players that can go to the Olympic, not me. Was I playing?
I know what you're talking about.
Was I trying to be in the Olympics? So I don't know why you're comparing him to him.
That wasn't my point.
You already know he's better than me. So I'm saying Josh Hart is not that good to be in the Olympic team. That's all I said.
What I'm saying is these are some of the best guys in the NBA. Not the best, some of the best. And you telling me like most of the guys that went to the Olympics or to FIBA, these are like either the first or some of the second guy, third guy on their teams. You got Anthony Edwards. You got Tyrese Halliburton. These guys are like first and second options on their teams.
I did not mention those guys. I said Josh Hart.
On the NBA team. They still was on the team.
That's not the NBA. That's the world.
I'm not.
We had Brandon Ingram. We had Brandon Ingram too. We had
Brandon Ingram, right? He like the second option on his team.
We had a talented team. It wasn't. I don't think it was a talent. I think it was the fact that these other countries are fighting a way to beat us because they're actually using our weaknesses against each other. The IQ that we have in the U.S. is not very good. We got skilled players. There's a difference between being skilled and having a good IQ. Skilled is being able to dribble with both hands, being able to score, lay up with both hands, shoot, and all the fancy stuff. But IQ, can you close out on defenders the right way? Can you help side defense? Can you see your peripheral vision, your man and the man with the ball? Can you backdoor prop? Do you understand the game of how to play basketball? That's IQ. And what I see with the USA team, those aspects are being lost. The simple, basic, fundamental, actual ideologies is being lost in the NBA. I think a lot of the AAU scene,
yeah,
I think has a lot of these players are playing that coming up, LaMelo Ball, Trae Young's, Ja Morant. It's about, let me see how many points I can get up. But also let me see how many points I can give up. I think
Yeah,
I think we've lost a lot of.
the team
I just
aspect.
think a lot of players don't know how to play basketball, man. I just think they just talented.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Josh
Cause you
Hart and Jaren Jackson should not be starter in the Olympic team. That's what I think. Jaren
And
Jackson is a
Jaren
a
falling
Jackson
lot of
machine.
players
Jr.
do not understand how to play
Jaren
basketball.
Jackson Jr. just won a Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA, and we said
Overrated,
he shouldn't be
overrated
starting.
defensive player of the year.
And
Overrated.
we
I
said
don't
he
think he was
shouldn't
the
be
best
starting.
defensive player.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
yeah. I think the players on the team were all individual players. They weren't a team. It was all me.
Yeah, I just think we have a bunch of players that are talented but don't know how to play basketball.
Right.
That's
Salute.
why I think it is. What up? What up, good kid? What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Salute, BJ. Pull up podcast.
Salute.
So,
What you got?
Man, I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple, like what Mingo said. But this Team USA, bro, they good players, but they don't have the discipline like the previous Team USA used to have. It's just like it's not the same, bro. They don't have the same mental. They don't have the same grit as the other teams used to have. Come on, bro. Like they getting cooked by Dennis Schroeder and getting cooked by teams like Germany and whatnot.
mm-hmm.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Not saying Schroeder and them bad, but come on now. That's a problem. Austin Reeves, well, he ain't really been showing me the hype that he's been receiving lately.
Mm.
And you know what I'm saying? And Ant to me is the best player on that team.
So what's the difference between that team and that team that lost in the Olympics with the Marbury, LeBron, a young LeBron, young D Wade, young Carmelo, Iverson, Tim
Oh
Duncan?
dang, bro, I forgot all about that team. I forgot about Iverson and LeBron was on the
But they
team
at
in
least
04. I
got a
forgot
medal
about that
though.
one.
They at least placed. They got a medal though. Still,
Yep.
Yeah,
this
they
team
got a
didn't even
bronze
get a
medal,
medal.
right, Mingo? Mingo, didn't they
Yeah,
get a bronze medal?
yes, they got a medal. This team didn't even get nothing. They get
Yeah, that's the
nothing.
difference. They didn't get nothing. They left empty-handed. That's pathetic, bro. Salute, Miss Tay. But yes, bro. But we need to. We need to. I think Braun need to go over there and play next year.
Oh my God, here we go.
Man, Braun about to be 40. That's not happening. Y'all
No,
got to
I'm just
let
saying
it go,
no.
bro.
He
Yeah,
too
no,
old.
I'm not a Braun rider like that. I ain't a fan, but I'm just saying maybe to spark something, give him some type of veteran leadership. You know what I mean?
You have to be Braun, right?
Braun not
Braun, the
going over there.
savior.
Braun not going over there. That's not happening.
Gotta
Braun
be
about to be
somebody
40.
else.
It's over with.
Can
Yeah.
I say something? Can I say something real quick about that? And I appreciate you, good kid with the aspects. I definitely thank you for all y'all making good points. But let's talk about that, man, because Hope said we're gonna bring in our guys in next year: Steph, Kawhi, LeBron, Durant. If we look at the players, you know what I'm saying, on this picture right here, right? The one thing that stands out to me is all of these players are over 30 except for Jason Tatum and Devin Booker. At some point, we got to develop the young guys to be able to go over there and actually be able to at least, what Bruce said, get a bronze medal. Or Mingo said, get a bronze medal. When I look at this right here, this is some of the best elite talent that's coming up. And to me, it's not a talent thing about why we losing. It's a structure. It's about IQ. It's about team play. Basketball, the team that is more collectively together can beat a team with talent. Rick, how many times when we played in high school, we faced a team that doesn't look like they all, you know what I'm saying, fancy with
Man,
the moves. They
it
can't
would
jump out the
cook
gym.
us.
They can't do all.
Cook
But
us,
as
bro.
a team, they whooped our ass because they actually knew how to move the ball. They knew how to
Lee, and be
knock
mad
down
as
the
hell because you know you better than them on an
three.
individual level. That's the point
They
we're
play
making. They played as a
defense.
team.
I
That
mean,
reading team, they play
come
together
on, man.
for a long time.
Just team basketball. Yes, like I said.
You say what, Bruce?
Team basketball. Yes, like I said.
I was saying when the U.S. lost in the got the bronze medal, the USA basketball had a program where players were gonna commit like 1 year or 2 year before the Olympics. That's when US got the redeem team, and then the US got away from it for a little bit the last couple of years. It's like they just throwing players and say, okay, let's go play a tournament. So they need to go back to having players commit for the program for a couple years. All those other teams, they playing for a long time together.
Yeah,
But this is my thing though.
Coach K made him
But this,
commit.
I agree. But this is my thing though. Even if, say for instance, LeBron, KD, Steph Curry, all these guys do go to the Olympic team, is y'all sure that they could beat Canada team with SGA, Andrew Wiggins, Jamal Murray, Dylan Brooks, Lou Dort,
Yes.
Brandon
Yes.
Clark? Y'all
That's a
sure?
good point. That's
Yes.
a good point.
Y'all sure?
That's a good point.
Okay. All right.
Because, and that's why I say it's time to develop the young guys. Because at some point, the older dudes, you can't keep calling them to come over to the World Cup to get the job done.
Right.
You can't keep
Right.
calling them. You gotta
You know.
you gotta enforce the guys under 30 years old. When I look throughout the whole NBA, Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, all three of those guys are under 30. All three of them. Luka Doncic under 30, SGA under 30. These are
Hey, them niggas
actually top four
younger than me.
players in the NBA out of 10 players.
I didn't name
So-
all of them either.
So do you guys want
Anthony
Trae Young
Davis
and
is
Jalen
too.
Brown the Olympics?
You said
Yeah,
what,
Jalen
Bruce?
Brown. Jalen's good enough.
Turnover. Here you go.
I don't need Jalen Brown to dribble. I need him to play defense. I need him to be 6'7". We have the athletes to win. We have the athletes and the talent to win. I need high IQ basketball players over there.
Facts.
That's what I need. Who play both ways of the ball? Who play defense? Because
Well,
remember,
it ain't
if
many
you
that
guys
many
don't
players in
remember
the
that
NBA that can do
redeem, remember that redeem team, they played defense. When Kobe was on that team, they
Kobe
enforced
made
defense
sure of it.
too. Carmelo started playing defense. LeBron played defense. You got to play defense overseas to be effective.
They had Dwight Howard too.
Yeah, Kobe made sure of it though. Kobe wouldn't allow the team to be, lackadaisical like this team was.
So y'all say when Kobe came to the team, he made it a better team?
Yeah, Kobe. Hell yeah, Kobe made it. Kobe make anybody a better team.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely, because Kobe gonna hold the
because
Iron
they
Fist.
were losing.
He gonna hold them team accountable.
They were
We don't
losing
have nobody
until
with
they
a
got
mentality
Kobe.
like that no more.
I think Anthony Edwards has that mentality. I think he has.
Yeah, but he's on their level though. They don't respect him like that.
I agree with that.
I'm sorry, they were double team, triple teaming Anthony Edwards when they were playing the US.
Yeah, I like Anthony Edwards. He cold though. Man, Anthony Edwards cold.
Yeah.
His defense ain't that good. He's a solid defender, but I think his defense is overrated.
You could be right on that.
But he's a cold player though. I think he got to be the best in the league. But right now his defense ain't on the level that.
No, Cowboys play tonight, bro. Yeah, you should.
The trash Cowboys, they so trash.
No, my cousin was asking me when the Cowboys play. I was telling him we're not trash, Mingle. We're gonna get the job
They
done
gonna
tonight.
lose. They gonna lose to the Giants tonight.
We gonna take care of them Giants.
Man, y'all gonna lose to the Giants.
Why are we mentioning the Cowboys on this? This
Yeah,
is
no,
a
no,
winning
no,
podcast.
my bad.
This is a winning podcast.
Yeah, my bad. Well, back to basketball.
Galileo said some of this is on coaching, as good as these coaches are.
True.
Let's get into that too, because I heard a little bit about the coaching aspect. And now, of course, Steve Kerr is a friend of the podcast. But let's get into it.
No, he
How do
deserves some of
you?
the blame now.
Yeah, let's talk a little about the coaching aspect because at one point they had Anthony Edwards on the bench to start the whole FIBA play,
Yeah,
and I think that was on Steve Kerr. So how much do y'all put on Steve Kerr for the performance?
a good chunk. I say about 40%.
Right. That's a good estimate because he ain't out there playing. He could just only tell him what to do.
So you think Steve Kerr deserves 40% of the blame for Team USA losing, but he got 4 NBA championships though.
Yeah, but the problem was the team wasn't playing like a team. You got to go to the coach for that.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Steve Kerr deserves 0%.
Wow.
0. How long has he been with the team? Does he know the team yet?
I think like 1 year. This is his first year, right? Or second year?
Come on, man. Some of the players were not there when he accepted the job.
He won a
So-
championship in his first year with the Golden State.
That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing,
You
man.
said something about the first year though.
Oh my God, that's not the same thing.
But you brought
Some
up
of those players in the USA team, they think they are better than they are, and
I
there
agree
was
with
one player that I think that was disgruntled. I don't think Brandon Ingram wanted to start, and he was on the bench, and I don't think he was happy with it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with him. That is different though. When you coaching guys like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, that's willing to accept their role versus guys that's thinking they, like somebody said, thinking they better than what they are, then you're gonna have a problem. Brandon Ingram think he better than Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards think he better than Josh Hart. Josh Hart think he better than Jalen Brunson. Like that's a problem.
No, and that goes to my point. They all think they're on the same level, so you don't have a clear-cut leader to hold the team accountable.
The person we should blame is Grant Hill. He's the one who's the president of USA Basketball. He did not recruit. Yeah, he did not recruit the right players to come play for the team. You should be scouting the other players, the other teams, international teams. Like, oh man, we're gonna need bigs. Let me start to talk with who we got American bigs.
Yeah, but you can't force them to go though.
We ain't really got
There's
no good
not
American
one.
team.
There's not one American big that we want. Kessler, really? Kessler?
That's how we ain't really got no good American beings.
Not really. Not too many.
Well, go get 40-year-old or 39-year-old Dwight Howard.
Man,
Dwight Howard may not score, but he could be physical with the German team.
Yeah, he will.
German
be
team
physical,
inside
right?
was not that good. Tice, I think he was on the Celtics. Tice, come
He'll
on.
be physical, all right.
hey man, what you trying to say?
Okay, let's stay basketball. See, okay.
I didn't say. See, y'all head went the wrong way. I wasn't saying that.
Hey bro, what you
What's
say,
up,
man?
What's up, Kirkland? What's
That's
good with
just a
Kirkland,
coincidence.
y'all?
I
What's
wasn't
up,
trying to say that.
What's good, BJ? What's good, y'all?
What's up?
What's good, Kirk? What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing. I haven't been in this chat in a minute. Again.
What's your opening thoughts about What's your opening thoughts, my guy?
You said has the NBA changed for the better, right? Why am I echoing? I think I'm echoing.
Well, yeah. Hold on. What do you feel is USA lost to Canada? Let's start with that one. USA losing to Canada.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, Canada, they got a lot of stars over there. Oh my gosh. I can't even hear myself now. Hold up. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know why I'm echoing, or do y'all hear me echoing, or is that just me?
No, I don't hear none.
Oh wow. Okay, well, I mean,
I mean, you sound clear.
I don't know why I'm. Hold up, I'm gonna come back. Hold up, I'm gonna come back.
All right.
I was
Yeah.
hearing the echo.
You said you heard the echo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Andre
Come
said,
back.
Dwight Howard, you can't make this up. Hey,
Well,
man,
okay.
we need
Let's
somebody.
confirm it.
We need somebody. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm back.
We getting cooked right now.
Yeah, they are getting cooked, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah. What was I about to say about Canada? Canada got some stars over there, and you already know. I already talked to BJ. You already know how about feel about Shad, bro. Like Shad's amazing. Like I mean, all Canada has a bunch of like really like bona fide stars over there. So, and US got stars too, but it's just the NBA has changed for the better because just the talent wise, like around the world and everything like that. Because obviously, I mean, it really doesn't matter if you're born from the U.S., Canada. There's always going to be someone that's going to be, uh, really good at their skill and what they put, when they put in the work. Because Michael Jordan already made the game. Michael Jordan made the game global. So if you want to say if the NBA changed for the better, blame him because he made the game global. So I think it changed for the better. The only thing I don't like about the NBA obviously is the defense, and I like the free flowing because everyone else can get their offense flowing. But it has changed for the better for the most part. For the defense, I ain't gonna lie. If they were still hand checking, most of these dudes couldn't be able to score. Like these dudes be scoring like they all scores. But if they always getting touched up, nah, some of these dudes wouldn't be like scorers. Like James Harden. If James Harden got touched up, he'd be a great bench player, man. He ain't doing all that, man. That travel step back, like, nah, bro. I don't like that. Like, some of these players need to be touched up and to see if they can actually play deep, like see if they actually can score. Like Steph Curry, he probably could score because he could stretch you out. But some of these players, they can't score if they got touched up, bro. Like, that's just how I feel about it. But Canada's nice. Canada's nice. They got stars over there. Like, I mean, that's just how the NBA is. There's gonna be stars around the world and everything. And US is cool. Obviously, I really didn't watch too much of it. I was just kind of looking at highlights and everything. Anthony Edwards is the dog. Mikal Bridges, obviously, that game winner was crazy. But I mean, Canada, they just nice. And like I said, Shai's just amazing. Like I said, I mean, I missed that conversation, but I think he will be top 15, top 10 this year. Like for sure. You don't put up those stats and that be top 15. That's just me. But yeah, the NBA has changed for the better, other than the defense. That's just my opinion.
So earlier we were saying that if the US players or some of them are over 30, or like most of them. So if Kawhi is healthy, KD is healthy, Steph Curry is healthy, they go to the Olympics. They're gonna lose?
No.
With Kawhi, KD, and Steph?
Hell no. Hell no.
No. If you,
I don't know.
yeah, but notice
I don't
you
know.
just said Kawhi. Yeah, you're not losing because he plays both ways. I think my lineup would be Kawhi at the 3, Steph at the 1, Paul George at the 2. I have Bam Adebayo at the 4, Joel Embiid at the 5.
That's a good lineup.
Playing for US next year, possibly.
Mm.
I don't
Gotta
want
be
LeBron
strong.
old ass over there, man.
What about is Kyrie American?
Taking Jimmy Butler over there too.
Yes, Kyrie is. Well, Kyrie
Kyrie's Australian, right? Australia, right?
Yeah, is he Australian?
Yeah,
I think he's Australian.
Yeah, he's from Australia. But he has
Didn't
played for
Kyrie
US
play
before
for
though.
the US? Yeah.
Yes.
No, you need Kyrie on your. You need Kyrie over there, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I think he's getting the dual citizenship though.
Yeah. I think he's
Okay, that
play
makes
for,
sense.
America. He's playing for America.
Yeah, because he did play for America before though. He did this before with Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And they won a medal. Yeah, facts.
The realist said we don't need Kawhi playing any extra basketball.
I kind of agree. I do agree with him,
Yeah,
bro.
funny,
Kawhi don't
man.
need to be doing nothing.
Man, why y'all got to do Kawhi like that, bro? We're not doing this ain't the bag on Kawhi hour. We're not doing that, man.
No, but he's right though, bro. Bro, he's right though.
We're
Kawhi don't need to
not
be playing
doing
no
that.
extra minutes, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like as great as it sounds, bro. Kawhi would never do that, bro. He even said it himself, bro. He said on the off season that I'm just not playing basketball. Like he's not even built like that. Jason Tatum can come.
And look how much
cool.
we struggling. And look how much we struggling to put a team together for Team USA. You see how much we struggling? We trying to struggle to get players together to go over there.
I'm not a fan of this guy, but isn't Mitchell American?
I like Jimmy Butler over there too.
Facts. Jimmy Butler's the dog, bro.
You gotta have a certain.
Facts. Jimmy Butler's the dog, bro.
I think if we just had Jimmy Butler on this team, we'd have won.
Facts. Hey, no, Bruce. If Donovan Mitchell's on this team, he will make an impact too.
Oh yeah.
Man, y'all throwing
offensively.
all these guys in there. None of these guys that y'all throwing in there play defense. Except maybe Jimmy Butler and Bam.
Mitchell can play defense when he wants to.
He look good defending. He trash.
Yeah, defense on
He's
his
not
team.
trash. He plays defense when he wants to.
He too little.
Yeah, defense on his team.
You're right about Anthony Edwards. He plays deep. But I ain't gonna lie, but you gotta be honest though. Like the teams that they're facing players that they face in the NBA. So let's be honest.
By the way, I don't know why Cat played for the Dominican Republic. He could have played for USA.
He funny as hell.
His mom is Dominican. Dominican. But that's what it is,
I think Canada beat us.
Canada's tough though. Like Canada is tough.
Yeah.
No, they got a good squad.
Isn't Zion American?
I think he is.
He can't even get on the court.
Canadians getting strong on us.
Yeah, he can't get on the court, man. There's no point in him bringing him over here. There's no point. But now they're just facing the same competition they face in the NBA. So that's why they're like, we can talk about USA, but it's not that. It's just competition. They're facing the same players they face in the NBA. And they're going to face them again in this season. So it's not that much different.
They're going to keep facing them. Exactly. They're going to keep facing them.
Exactly.
And we talking about bringing in 35 to 40-year-old guys, man, to save them.
Facts. Exactly.
You got to develop the youth, man. You got to develop the youth.
And the youth is tough.
The youth is tough. They are tough.
So Jordan Poole next Olympic.
Oh, I forgot about Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole crispy too, but I mean, I don't know if he wanted to try out or what was going on with that. You said Grant Hill picked everybody, so I don't know the background on that.
Grant Hill picked everybody.
He's the U.S. basketball president.
He did a pretty good job, though.
He got.
Yeah, we got a chocolate medal.
I mean, he funny as shit, but let's be honest, the U.S. did his thing though.
Fourth place is doing your thing now, man.
What do you say?
He ain't gonna put him on defense. He gonna shoot all the shots, bro.
Doing your thing.
Wow, that's the standard for USA basketball,
bro. The competition is better, Bruce. You can't be serious right now.
We shouldn't care about the competition. It's
Shai is really a bona fide star. Like literally, like what are you talking about?
Those excuses are not good, bro.
Bruce, let me be honest with you, bro. Shai is better than like four other dudes on that team, bro. Just alone. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Then you got RJ Barrett, right? Then you got Dylan. But come on, bro.
RJ Barrett?
Come on, bro. I'm just saying the competition in the NBA is way more. I'm not saying RJ Barrett's like that, but I'm saying if you look at Canada's squad, they have a good squad, bro. Like we're just the competition.
They got Ben McAfee.
Thank you, bro. The competition is just better.
Canada lost to Serbia without Jokic.
Bro, they're not even playing. Bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. They're not even playing defense in this league right now, bro. They're kind of playing defense, but you can kind of see they're just running their sets and just going, you know what I mean? And then they start playing at the end. Like it's kind of like they're just going up and down. They're playing like
FIBA is
really
different than NBA, so it's not the
They're
same
playing
thing.
like it's a pickup game. They ain't playing no
exactly. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm not taking that shit. I mean, they're taking it serious, but they're not taking that serious, bro. Come on, bro.
American are not good at pickup too. No, is that what you're saying?
What did you say, Bruce?
So you think American players are not good at pickup basketball?
That's not what I'm saying. They're great at pickup basketball. You can see that. They play basketball.
You
every
said the
day.
American did their thing. Fourth place is good. That's why you're implying.
I'm just saying the competition just around the world, like U.S. is not.
So when did we
bona
care
fide.
about competition about the world?
That's
because we have the best
crazy.
team.
That's crazy. So if we go back then, it was not like this. It was not like this, Bruce. It was not like this. It was not like this.
USA is still flying high, like it's still 1992. They're just gonna throw any players. They're gonna put the USA jersey. Hey, people are gonna be afraid because we're USA. But that's now okay. We did our thing, fourth place. Ooh, that's still good, right? Even the US flag is. They're not even raising the US flag. The US flag is still on the shelf, right?
That's a good point. It's not good though. I'm just saying the competition is just better. Like it's not the same. Like we didn't like. Let's be honest. Like what MJ, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson on one team, bro. That's crazy. Those are top 5 players on one team, bro. That's
Just
all
like
time.
KD, Kawhi.
They're
and
not top 5 players. Don't do that. They're not top 5 players all time though. Those were top 5 players all time, bro. On one team, just dominating. You're not gonna see that ever again, bro. I promise you, you're not gonna see that shit.
So
Actually,
Magic and
LeBron, Kobe. Kevin, okay, maybe we've seen it like that, but it's just different now, bro. It's different. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's the excuse, being different. Okay.
I just think I don't know. I mean, but that's a good point, Bruce. You can say it's gotten worse. We can say that, yeah. That's a good
because the
point.
players aren't fully committed.
They're not fully committed. That's a good point. They're not. They don't care. We're more skilled than Americans. That's crazy. I don't know about all that.
No, I wouldn't agree with that.
I mean, we could say that, but I mean,
in certain aspects, yes, but
yeah, but they're not more physical though. I wouldn't say
So,
that. They're
Kirkland,
more skilled. What's up?
I have a
Bruce?
question for you. So you
What's the
think
question?
Josh Hart should have been on the team? Josh Hart?
He would have been a good fit for you. What, US? Yeah.
Yes.
Off the bench? I mean, hold up, man. If I'm thinking about it, I mean, not really.
Yeah.
If you can find better players than Josh Hart, you can find better players than Josh Hart. So I'm gonna say
yeah,
no.
but you do need some dirty work players, so he could be on the bench.
For sure, because he runs the floor, plays defense, and shoots threes. So Josh Hart does. But I mean, I see what Bruce is saying. Like, yes, US could have had better players, but all the players that y'all named, Kawhi, Kevin Durant, you know, they're getting older. Steph Curry's like what, 36? Like it's a whole different generation. The generation we just seen on the USA court, that's going to be the players that are going to be representing us for the next 5 years, bro. If I'm missing some young players.
Oh, okay. So US is in trouble then. So if that's
Yeah, they are. Yeah, Bruce, you're right. US is in trouble. US is in trouble.
Pretty much.
But it's not just about the US. That's what I'm trying to tell Bruce. It's not just about the US. It's just the competition is just better though. Like it's just better. Like even Jamal Murray, he's from Canada, right?
Competition is better, and Schroeder is the MVP of the tournament.
That's crazy. That's
and
crazy.
Schroeder is the MVP of the tournament.
He should be MVP.
Schroeder is the MVP of the tournament.
Now that's crazy.
And they never got close to the league MVP in the NBA.
The Canada's
Schroeder. That's no competition
crazy.
Is better, man.
Yeah, but he played like he cared though. He was fully committed.
He was breaking
the
game before the US. He was breaking like crazy.
Schroeder shouldn't be no MVP. I'm not gonna lie. He shouldn't be no one's MVP. But hey, in that league, yes. That league's soft. That league is very soft over there, but it is what it is, bro. I mean, it's not.
We do that bad.
I disagree. No, that's cap. Mm-mm.
What's cap?
Actually, see, I'm gonna tell you something. When Luka Doncic first came to the NBA, he said off the rip. I'm talking about when he first came. He said off the rip, it's easier to score in the NBA than it is where he came from. He said that off the rip.
He did say that. He did say that.
When he first started playing, like his second game or so. He said that off the rip. He was like, it's easier to score in the NBA than it is overseas, where he came from.
Because ain't no more defense.
Yes, exactly. That's the only thing. Yeah. The defense. There's no defense at all. Yeah,
and mind you, Luka was playing when he was a kid. He started playing when he was 13, 14, playing against grown dudes, grown adults,
getting physical with him.
Yeah.
Facts.
So that's coming from him.
Yeah.
It's so easy in the NBA that he quit last year. So I guess it's not that easy.
There you go, Bruce.
That's a good point, Bruce. He did quit. Him and his team, they start tanking games like a motherfucker at the end. So I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Bruce crazy.
It's only easy to the playoffs, though. That's my thing. It's only easy to the playoffs. Once the playoffs hit, then they start getting physical. So
it's so easy that when you see Kawhi, it's like, oh man. So.
I mean, Kawhi ain't an easy player to deal with, though, bro. You gotta understand. This dude, Kawhi, ain't easy to deal with. When healthy,
that's a fact.
He couldn't do anything against Wiggins, too.
I agree, but do you think those players gonna go over the next season? That's my point. These guys are much older. They not young guys anymore. Like you said, these guys in their upper 30s. LeBron about to be 40 almost. So I mean, you really think these guys gonna go over there?
No, BJ's right, man. You got to make them guys do the job for themselves. They can't be saved every time.
It's a new generation. That's what I gotta say.
By the way, Jared Allen is American, right?
Yeah,
he is.
What's the other guy in Cleveland? Mobley.
Yeah, he is.
Evan Mobley.
They're way better than Kessler.
The other dude is. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, but you can't make them play. They didn't want to play.
Right. I mean, I think Darius Garland would have made a difference if he would have went over there.
Oh my God, if he was there, he would have been cooking. He would have been cooking. He would have been cooking in that free flowing offense.
I'm sorry, there are American players. They just have to play.
Good point. Yeah, I mean, I agree. America do got a team. I ain't saying they don't have a team. Is those guys willing to go over there? My point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is they willing to go over there to play?
I will build the roster. I can show y'all the roster after the show that I would bring over there next year.
Please.
And I'm telling you, we will blow everybody out.
Because you're missing JT and Jaylen Brown.
You need a certain makeup of group, because this overseas play. You need a great mix of talent, toughness, and IQ over there to win. You can't just put in, oh, this guy can jump out the gym or this guy is fast, and you think that's gonna work. So, yeah. Bubba, what's good, bro?
What's good, BJ? Salute
the
panel, salute the channel. I just think this team didn't really play as a team because guys weren't really committed out there. And Bruce, I kind of disagree with you that Steve Kerr don't deserve any blame. I think, he deserves some kind of blame because his coaching philosophy with the Golden State Warriors is great, but, it's great for the players he has and the players and their skill sets that he has with the Warriors. But on this team right here, you don't have a Steph Curry, who's, one of the greatest offensive players. These guys had to play like a team, but, we didn't really have that. We didn't have any. We had size out there, but I mean, Jaren Jackson is he's not going to get on the glass like Looney's going to get on the glass. I mean, he averaged 2 rebounds the entire tournament. So that right there shows you how the Team USA got beat on the boards. And when it comes to the defense part, I mean, Mikal Bridges is one of the best perimeter defenders out there in the NBA. So why couldn't he make a difference? I just think that overall the team didn't really play as a team, and they kind of underestimate the competition because they thought maybe they play in the NBA, so they can literally walk out there and beat every team. But hey, it's a new world, right? It's a new world right now, and just like Steve Kerr said, nobody's scared of Team USA like they did back in the day. So that's all I have.
So Andre, Jared Jackson Jr. is not grabbing rebounds for Memphis. He's gonna grab rebounds for USA.
Well, how many rebounds did he average for Memphis?
Not a lot.
How much is long?
He's having foul trouble against Lithuania, right? He was having foul trouble, and US lost that game against Germany, right? He couldn't defend Tice. Really? So that's Steve Kerr fault?
Not gonna lie, Bruce. I forgot he was on the team. That's how I forgot he was playing.
Now you underestimated him right there. That's what they did.
Underestimated who?
Tice.
Come on, man, Tice. Really?
Bro, can you guard him, Bruce?
See, that's the same thing you're saying about the other guys. Asking me, I'm not playing basketball. I'm asking those players that should play basketball. Are they doing their job?
But Bruce,
Draymond Green can guard Tice.
Bruce, stop it. If they're running the offense through Tice, he's not guarding nobody, bro. Tice is like 7 foot, and just like you said, they don't play no defense.
Wasn't he defensive player of the year? I heard he was defensive player of the year, right?
Come on, Jaren Jackson. Right?
Wait, who?
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Right, but to your point, you said he fouls a lot, right?
He do.
So how is that Steve Kerr fault? You said Steve Kerr deserved fault because I said 0%.
Okay.
So if you're not doing your job, how is that my fault?
I'm saying it's his fault because the team didn't really have any glass cleaners out there. Who's a glass cleaner out there?
He's not the person who's choosing the players or putting the players on the team.
But who's playing them though?
Who's playing them? Who's playing who he has? Who? Okay, we're gonna put Kessler over Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, he's a glass cleaner. He's a rim protector too.
Come on, man. Have you seen Kessler?
Doing the job better, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Come on, Bruce. There you go. Underestimating these players. You haven't given him a chance. How are you gonna see what he can do or what he can't do? You're just looking at the name at the back of the jersey and just judging him right there.
He gives players chances. Kurz gives players chances. When Austin Reeves was getting killed by the Lithuania player, Austin Reeves was put on the bench, and then the next game, Austin Reeves was getting a lot of minutes and playing better. So how is Steve Kerr fault?
Now I'm not giving him the entire blame. Like I'm saying, he deserves some blame, but not everything. Like I'm not doing that.
Right.
He deserves some of the blame, not the whole thing.
I don't think he deserves no blame, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, because he only got the players that he can grab. Honestly,
Exactly.
If you want to play, you want to play. If you don't want to play, you don't want to play. That's how.
No, but why would the coach not get any blame?
Because
the coach has to hold the players accountable.
Bro, he's playing against competition he faces in the NBA. I don't understand how much blame can you get.
In what world does the coach not deserve any blame? He got to hold the players accountable.
I guess so, man. I mean, I guess you're right. He gets some type of blame. I think, but the majority of the blame? Oh, hell no.
No, he don't get majority.
No, not majority, but
crazy.
Yeah, not majority.
He get like 20% of the blame, bro. But they out there just they was out there, playing, getting cooked. They only have so many players. Like you just said, there's so many USA players that can play. And they're playing against competition they face. That's why I keep saying that, bro. The competition is just better. It's just better.
It's definitely better than it used to be, but
it's definitely better.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a question.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh no, that's all I was gonna say.
Now I was gonna say, if you're getting cooked by Dylan Brooks, then you in trouble.
I don't know. Dylan Brooks said, "Oh, I can score." He said, "I'm a 20-something."
Who was guarding Dylan Brooks? Josh Hart.
Oh, stop it! Hey,
Thank you.
Then Dylan Brooks scored like 30-something points and like
39.
Josh Hart.
Damn.
40 on him.
Hey, he got confidence in himself. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want a dirty player, okay. If you want a player that does dirty stuff, why not ask Vanderbilt?
I forgot.
Vanderbilt is better than Josh Hart for me.
Yeah, Josh Hart shouldn't be on that team. I ain't gonna lie. Josh Hart should be at home. That's just my opinion.
Guys wasn't committed though. That's the main thing I see.
Of course, that's the biggest thing, bro. That's the biggest thing.
Man, if Josh Hart is in the Olympic team, man, you better really get ready, man, to get the chocolate medal again.
I think I think the biggest problem with this team, the guys weren't committed and they weren't playing as a team. You know, there was nobody in leadership role.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think they played pretty good. I don't think they played terrible.
No, they didn't play as a team. No, they played individually good.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. I mean, I don't know if I haven't really was watching it, but I don't know if Anthony Edwards kind of took a back seat or they was just I don't know what was going on. But
and another thing, most of these guys are not winners. Most of them ain't been out the second round. So how do you expect them to win?
Oh, that's a really good
That's where
point.
leadership falls.
Who's a champion on that team? That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Wasn't Austin Reeves conference finals? I guess.
And it got swept
after getting swept.
That's what I was going to say.
Well, that's what Bruce, but he was being sarcastic though.
I agree with you guys. They had individual goals. I think Austin Reeves wanted to prove that he deserved the contract. Yeah, some of the players are like that. I think.
Let me ask you, who is the leader on this team?
Nobody.
We thought it was Anthony Edwards.
He's probably
Anthony Edwards needs to go to IQ school. Okay, his IQ is terrible.
No,
I like this guy.
He's still young.
I wouldn't say his IQ is terrible. That's crazy. I wouldn't say his IQ. Yeah.
No, that's his biggest knock to me is his IQ.
No, I wouldn't say that, man. I think his scoring.
Edwards, I think he's strong at damn near everything else, but his IQ is kind of lacking.
For the whole game, you're probably right. For the whole game, his IQ probably. I don't know. I think he knows when to. I think Anthony Edwards knows when to turn it on. Like he does. Like and what makes me say that is when his team was down 3-0, he went to the locker room. He was like, "We're not losing this game." He's like, "We're not losing this game." He put himself in positions to score. He literally willed his team to win that game. I wouldn't say his IQ is terrible. Like his IQ, he knows when he does.
Yeah, I never said it was terrible, but I think that's his biggest knock. His second biggest knock is his defense is kind of overrated.
I mean, I think he's an okay defender. I think
he's definitely an okay defender. I'm saying
he's overrated. We could say that though. I went, but his IQ, I think Anthony Edwards is who he is. I think he's a two-way scorer.
Absolutely.
And I don't think. I mean, yeah, his IQ can get better, but it's like who like at his best, he's a two-way scorer. That's who he is.
His IQ need to be present, not better. Present. I'm on Anthony Edwards bandwagon.
Who was the point guard for the team? We could talk about Anthony Edwards, but who was the point guard for the U.S.? Who was the point guard? Brunson's not a point guard. Brunson's not a point guard. Brunson's a scorer. Brunson's not a point guard.
I thought the team would have been better if Halliburton was starting that point, and he's a better facilitator.
Hell yeah, he is. So it's like, come on now. Like, I'm not putting so much. I'm not saying like I agree. His IQ can, of course, he can get better. He's younger, but come on now, bro. Brunson was the point guard. Like, come on, stop it.
With the way Halliburton shoots, I'm surprised he makes those shots. I'm like, wow, that's a crazy.
It does look ugly when it goes in. It looks ugly, but it goes in.
Yeah, bro. U.S. I mean, they should just have better players, like Bruce said. That's the biggest thing. And who else?
And more commitment from the players. The players,
more commitment for sure.
They weren't committed.
For sure.
They were lackadaisical.
For sure. Yeah, you're right about that. That's
what
facts.
about Fox? Fox could have been better than Brunson. Fox.
You said, yeah, of course. Fox would have been amazing.
Fox, I think he had surgery.
Did he?
He was hurt.
Oh yeah, he did. Man, Fox is a beast, bro. His IQ is actually pretty high, and he would have pushed the floor, and he would have been. Man, his pick and roll game is ridiculous because
he's a dog.
Exactly, because exactly, and his mid range game is elite.
Yeah, Fox.
So, I mean, yeah, Fox is a beast.
Yeah, Fox and Anthony Edwards backcourt is going to be terrible.
For sure,
not terrible, but like terrible to the other team.
No, for sure.
That's a lot of speed.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they fast as shit.
Yeah, bro. That's why I'm like U.S. Yeah, Bruce, right? They just had a bunch of role players. To be honest with you,
can I say that name again? Josh Hart. All right.
They had some talent. They had talent. They had
for sure
too, but it's like they all was on the same level. No leadership. Like no.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't like you just said. Well, I mean, that's the first thing is the players. The second thing, like he just said, there was no championship like DNA. Yeah. I think that's big, bro. That's big. Like you just said, like there was no championship like dog mentality at all. Like,
right.
Period.
Right.
It was just like, oh, we're just here to play, and then it's like you start getting beat. You like, damn, what do we do? Oh, we're just gonna keep passing the rock. Let him ISO a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Well, that's when the panic sets in because they're all young guys.
I see. Okay, I see what you
Nobody
mean.
to calm them down and say, "Look, this is what we're gonna do."
Yeah, and then kind of
I forgot that guy, Bobby Portis. Oh my God.
And that's where you have to put some of the blame on the coach because the coach is like, man, you got to settle that team down. You know, you got a group of young guys. You got to be able to calm them down and say, look, y'all, this is what y'all got to do. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Shit, but Canada didn't have no championship DNA over there either. They was still cooking.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, I'm just being honest. Like it's like I don't know. That's why I was like the competition is definitely better.
And Jamal Murray and Wiggins
But they finished third.
They did. That's not bad though. Who finished second again? Who finished second?
Serbia.
And first was Germany.
Yep.
Man, that's some bullshit, bro.
I said Schroeder is the MVP. Schroeder, really? Schroeder.
You know what? I might change my opinion, bro. Bruce
Thank you.
Right. Now I'm thinking about it, that's some bullshit. Why is Schroeder MVP averaging like what 16 points?
But I will give Schroeder this. He was more committed than any of these guys I've seen out there.
You're right, bro. You're right. Look at that shit. Yeah, that shit was tough. That's his roster.
Hey, that's a good roster, BJ.
That's an unstoppable roster.
You damn right.
I would still have Kevin Durant in there because he could just shoot.
Durant ain't gonna want to play.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he did play like what 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he did play like what 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's.
I'm sorry. If Westbrook on the team, we win. We win this.
I still think they'll get beat.
By who?
Whoever they're going
You
against.
said with this roster?
Mm-hmm. Joel Embiid is not from the U.S. either.
You say this roster will get beat?
He can play on the USC team.
Huh?
He was going to.
Joel Embiid is not from the U.S. either.
No, he was contemplating playing for US.
He playing with US next year.
They get beat.
He playing with US next year.
No, healthy. They're not
They're
getting
not
beat,
getting
bro.
beat with this team. Not with this team.
But small forward can change for Kawhi though. Like you said, health. You would put JT there. Jimmy's cool. Steph Curry's cool. His age, obviously. I might put Fox.
I mean, it depends, bro. No, I need winners. I need winners over there, man.
I see what you're saying though. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Sacramento Fox, like they one step away from being winners.
Yeah,
I do like out of all the young teams.
That was his chess match, man.
Out of all
I
the
like
young
Steph
teams,
Curry.
And I got centers.
Facts, you do.
I got real centers.
Yeah.
I would say Anthony Davis.
Man, nah, man.
You don't want.
You gotta put him at a power forward. You gotta put Anthony Davis at a power forward though.
He ain't tough enough.
He is a little soft.
What about Boogie? Boogie could have DeMarcus Cousins.
He overseas, isn't he?
He could have played for the US team.
He got to play in the NBA first.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man. So,
I would have Devin Booker in there too.
End to the show.
All right, that's cool. I would definitely put Devin Booker in there as much as he would have to come off the bench or something.
For who? He would have to come off the bench or something. Who you taking?
I don't know. I mean, technically, I like Anthony Edwards. I think I will put Devin Booker over him. Right now, just like a slight edge, just from what I've seen from the playoffs. Just scoring wise,
Devin Booker is not gonna give you defense.
I think Devin Booker gives you effort. I don't think he gives you defense.
Effort.
He never ever plays deep. Like he's not going to stand there. He's going to give you effort, but he still gets cooked though. Like you know what I mean? Like you can see Devin Booker tries. He's just not that.
Booker's defense is better than you thought it was though. He proved that.
Yeah, not for sure. Exactly, but he's not. He always gets cooked though. Like he'll just put his hands down That's what pisses me about. He just puts his hands down, just let you go at his chest, and then he'll just watch you get a bucket. And I'm like,
That's
Devin
all he
Booker, that's
think
not
about
defense.
scoring.
Yeah, no, for real. Like that's his defense. It's just he'll stand his ground, but he'll just let you just do whatever. Like he won't really play defense. He'll just put his hands down, look up, be like, oh, that's a bucket.
That's what you only think about scoring.
That's terrible defense for real though. Like you can slide your feet all you want, but if you ain't putting your hands up or like kind of like that's not defense, bro. Like that's what Russell was killing him. He was just yeah. Nah, for real, he was killing him. He was just there's nothing Devin Booker can do. But I like Anthony Edwards. I mean, he's going to be really tough this year, so we're going to see what he'll be able to do this year. But Minnesota's not that good though, so that's the thing. So I don't know.
You think they should blow it up?
Nah, you should just get rid of some pieces. Don't blow it up. Get rid of Karl Anthony Towns. Because he's soft too. We talk about Anthony Davis, he's soft as Charmin, whatever they say.
Button-up biscuit.
Karl Anthony Towns is soft, man. Like Anthony Davis at least has moments. That dude has no moments. He's just there.
Yeah. Cat is soft as drugs, so cotton.
Yeah, no, for real, bro. He's soft as shit, for real. Like he just I don't know why he be screaming on the court. Like he'll make a little move, scream like, bro, you just scored over someone that you was supposed to, bro. You like 5 inches taller than him. Stop screaming. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but we'll see what Minnesota will do. I don't know if they're gonna do this year. They're gonna have to make some trades at the trade deadline if things don't go the way they think it's gonna go with those two towers over there. I say keep Gobert, get rid of Karl Anthony Towns, and get some pieces. Because Gobert can at least stay in the middle and play defense and get rebounds. So
and get dunked on by Terrence Mann.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hey, guess who the defensive player of the World Cup was?
Who?
Take a wild guess.
Mikal Bridges? I doubt it.
Who said Dylan Brooks?
Really? I mean, Brooks was giving effort though.
But yeah, I gotta talk about this. We might have to look at Houston next year. Not saying they're gonna be a top team, but I think they can creep into the play-in.
They can.
They're gonna be bruh.
They can make
Houston's
some
gonna be tough.
They can creep in the play.
It's that coach. It's that coach over there too. He's gonna have him in line. That's the really biggest. That's why they're gonna be really nice. He's gonna have those dudes actually play IQ basketball. They're not gonna be playing like backyard 5-on-5. That's what they was really doing all those years. But they're just playing pickup basketball. That's why they was doing all them ISO plays. Like you just like, what the fuck are y'all doing? So
and they got some
Jalen Green.
Yeah, didn't their coach said he cried or something about the team or something? Their last coach, he said he was really upset about that team, bro. They was a bunch of young dudes, bro, just playing basketball. Now you have a serious coach over there.
I like that crafty center too.
Who's that?
Şengün.
Oh, he's nice.
Şengün, I like
his footwork is ridiculous.
Ain't it though?
Yeah, his footwork's ridiculous. Nah, Rockets is gonna be one of those sneaky teams, bro. They're kind of gonna be like a Thunder team. Like it's gonna be really sneaky. Like you don't want to play around with that team, especially if they get their.
As long as Udoka and Jalen Green stay out of trouble.
Oh my God, yeah, for seriously, because they on some nigga shit. But Rockets, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be someone to watch for.
All right.
Happy Sunday to my man Freddie. What's good, bro? It's good. Yeah, man. So let's get ready to wrap this up, man. To let y'all give the last thoughts of the live. What y'all one of the last things I want to say.
Josh Hart and Bobby Portis can never play for the USA team.
I like Bobby Portis though more than because he's a champion and he's tough. But I see where you're coming.
Here you go. He's the champion they were talking about, right? They were asking about.
But for the US, nah, I see what you mean. I see what he means, bro. My last thoughts, bro. Shai's coming to a theater near all y'all. That's all I gotta say.
Nah, he cold.
Man, he will be a top 10 player at the end of this year, BJ. I'm talking to you, BJ. He will be better than Anthony
Nah.
Edwards. What you mean, nah, BJ?
To be that, you gotta make the playoffs.
And they will make
Let
the playoffs
them make the
this year.
playoffs.
And we
Let
will
them
have a
make the playoffs
conversation.
and put somebody out. Then I might say top 15.
I like that.
I got them top 20 right now.
I'm not mad at you, BJ. If they make the playoffs and Shaq can still do what he does in the regular season, then we can have that conversation. But right now, I see what you mean. But he's coming. He's right there. So I mean,
he's solid, man. I like Shaq. I don't think he's gonna be better than Ant. I think
close though between them.
I like Ant because of the athletic ability. He has everything and the athletic ability to go with it, and he has the mentality.
That's
not
true.
Not to say Shaq don't. It's just I think he brings a little bit more with that aspect.
I see what you mean. I think they both got the mentality. What I will say about this, he is more athletic than Shaq, but Shaq easily goes to the rim better than Anthony Edwards. You know, that's crazy to me. Like he's more athletic, but Shaq can slash better than Anthony Edwards. Like I don't know why that's
shooter too.
Facts, exactly, bro. So that's exactly. Like I think, he's more athletic, but Shaq can easily go to the rim just like Anthony Edwards, if not better. So I mean, I don't know. We're gonna see this year.
No, it's close though between them.
It is. I like it. I like their mentalities, and they both play defense
better. You understand singles.
I'm gonna say this. My dude, Tyrese coming too. Pause.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Nah, Maxey.
Nah, Maxey's cold too though. He don't play defense like them though.
I think Maxey's in a weird situation though.
Too little.
James Harden will have to leave for him to explode.
He's not playing in the Olympics. Sorry, Andre.
Damn.
What?
He said
Maxey will not play in the Olympics.
Oh, that's.
I mean, Bruce, you said a lot of stuff, but never or next year.
I didn't say never. I said he will not play in the Olympics.
Next year or never?
Next year.
Okay, all right. I can get with that. But if you say never, then that's cap.
I never said never. I said he will not play in the Olympics.
Yeah, that's why I wanted you to be specific.
Okay.
No,
I say a lot of stuff. I say a lot of crazy stuff. So.
You be having me rolling, Bruce.
But all right, BJ.
All right, salute y'all, man. Y'all have a good Sunday, man.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in.
Yeah. Like and subscribe, people.
Like and subscribe.
God bless everybody.
God bless us. So that takes it, man. Another successful Sunday show, man. I'm gonna close it out. Rick had to, you know what I'm saying, step out, man, you know what I'm saying, early, but nonetheless, another great topic. Again, y'all guys answered the question. The first discussion was who y'all feel like is the better commissioner for the NBA. Who would you guys prefer in today's NBA? David Stern or Adam Silver? You know, like I told y'all earlier, man, I just think it's more about their differences that they have, more than who's better. I think that, you know, certain things David Stern, you know, believes in could be implemented into this era. But then at the same time, Adam Silver, being a lot younger, can actually relate to some of the needs that a lot of these players may have, who's, you know, you're able to, you know, go and actually develop with time. Let me know in the polls. You know, the polls is up on the page on YouTube. You guys can, you know, put your, you know, your thoughts in, put your pick in. Who would you guys prefer? As well as go ahead and hit our like, share, subscribe button. Notification bell. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel, go to our Cash App. If you guys enjoyed today's show, make sure y'all go to our Cash App. You know what I'm saying? $ BJ Matthews. If you guys have anything that y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, bless the podcast with. And until next time, we respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swim well.
when you look at the international game today, and I've been coaching in FIBA, for a couple of years with Coach Popovich and the Olympics in 21, the World Cup in 19. Nobody's afraid of the USA anymore because you got all these guys who over 100 foreign players who are in the NBA. They're not afraid anymore like they used to be. And if you look at the list of the best players in the league, however you want to make that list, there's 3 guys right near the very top in Jokic, Giannis, and Luka. There's great basketball being played all over the
like that.